Coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories. More than $1 million was raised during the Great Hearts Gala, an event with all of the money raised going towards bonus compensation for our amazing teachers.
Everybody likes him. I don't think there's one person that dislikes him. He does a lot for the community.
And Tom Barringer, a science teacher at Maryville Prep, has been named the 2025 recipient of the Great Hearts Exceptional Teaching Award.
He's always so positive when he talks about his students or the faculty. He's really proud to work here, and it's really evident in the way that the students talk about him and how the other teachers talk about him.
His involvement at the school will leave you in awe. And to look at our teachers, faculty, and staff who served in the military prior to joining Great Hearts. A thank you for their service. That's all coming up on Great Hearts, Great Stories. Welcome to Great Hearts, Great Stories. I'm Vanessa Hughes, a senior here at Anthem Prep. And I'm Lydia Lewers, also a senior here. Let's get this episode kicked off with a fundraiser that brought in over $1 million for teacher bonuses this holiday season.
Total raise, including tonight and some others, $1.3 million. Thank you so much. Way to go for our teachers. $1.3 million. Excellent. Thank you all so very much for our Teacher Excellence Fund. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
At the gala, it was announced that Mr. Tom Barringer, a science teacher at Maryville Prep, was the recipient of the 2025 Exceptional Teaching Award. His resume includes biology, life science, exercise science, logic and computation, and he DJs Maryville Prep's homecomings and proms.
My name is Thomas Barringer, and this is my 7th year teaching here at Maryville Prep, and I'm the recipient of the Exceptional Teaching Award.
Growing up as a child, he just had a natural curiosity about the world. You know, that was probably one of the more interesting things that I found, and that he always was willing to risk to try something new.
He always loved anything with a ball in it, whether it was throwing a tennis ball around the house or eventually joining the CYO basketball team, and then he played high school football and baseball. And then in college went on to become a punter kicker for the football team.
I think he's really hardworking. He's always at the school until late in the evening. He's always so positive when he talks about his students or the faculty. He's really proud to work here, and it's really evident in the way that the students talk about him and how the other teachers talk about him.
He's really respectful, and he just gives a lot of wise words. Every morning he has a motivation of the day, so every single day would be a new motivation, something new that we would learn.
Everybody likes him. I don't think there's one person that dislikes him. He does a lot for the community. For example, the garden that he made, and when he volunteered for homecoming DJ, train athletes in the morning, and then football in the afternoon, and then track. It just shows him that he's very committed to his work.
He's a great coach. He pushes you to be the best version of yourself every day and get better every day. Failure isn't the end. Like, he's taught me a lot about how to be a man, how to be a better person.
My parents were both teachers, and unfortunately my dad, who had spent his whole career in education, was He left us long before Tom was even born. But I'm sure that he's up there in heaven cheering him on as he does his daily work.
Over in the West Valley, Trivium Prep junior Ben Wolfley was celebrated by the Arizona Cardinals as their high school player of the week.
Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for having us today. We are so excited to be here. My name is Jordan, and this is Lauren, and we're here with Cardinals legend Zach Moore. And we're here to present a very special award called the Arizona Cardinals High School Player of the Week.
This week, the Arizona Cardinals High School Player of the Week goes to your very own Ben Wolfley. Come on up here, Ben.
Hi, my name is Ben Wolfley, and I won the Arizona Cardinals High School Player of the Week award. I'm an athlete on offense. I kind of go wherever I need to go. On defense, I play safety. I was texted by my old football coach and sent me a Twitter link, and it just said that I was nominated for the Arizona Cardinals High School Football Player of the Week. I had no idea people were coming to the school and I was getting a trophy or anything. It's like, whoa, this is crazy. There's Cardinals people here right now, I'm getting a trophy. There's a lot of aura walking in front of the whole school. My parents, they're always super uplifting and always supporting me in all my sports that I play. Just very grateful for them. My brother, he's down in Colombia right now serving a mission, and he helped me learn how to play offense. Shout out to all my coaches, Coach Mager, Coach Nick, Coach Jimerson, Coach Penn. They've just always been there, always supporting me. They're making sure I know what to do and letting me do what I can do in leading the team and giving me those chances. And shout out Coach Wallstrom. He's been one of my biggest supporters as well ever since he got here. I really appreciate him as well.
Ben has demonstrated outstanding performance and leadership during last week's game against Mountainside. Ben is receiving this certificate. This certificate is signed by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell, and head coach Jonathan Gannon.
Ben is also receiving this Flash trophy with his statistics on there from last game, as well as a Cardinals hat and t-shirt.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Ben, your Arizona Cardinals High School Player of the Week.
The fall sports season has officially wrapped up, and Great Hearts walked away with some pretty serious hardware. In high school, the Cicero Prep Centurions won the state 1A volleyball championship for the third straight year, and Anthem Prep were the phenomenal runners-up, defeating North Phoenix in the final round of playoffs. Glendale Prep took home the state title in Division IV cross country for boys for the second straight year, and North Phoenix Prep took home the title for Division IV girls cross country.
Great Hearts Middle School students dominated the Middle School League, which consisted of more than 24 schools. The boys right here at Great Hearts Anthem won the tackle football championship. In the East Valley, the Lincoln Prep Lightning dominated, in flag football winning the championship game. The North Phoenix Prep Gladiators took home the title for both the girls and boys teams in cross country. In middle school golf, the Scottsdale Prep Spartans took home the championship trophy. And in volleyball, the Chandler Prep Titans won the league. Congratulations to all our fall athletes. Each year, here at Great Hearts Anthem, we write letters to our troops through our Youth for Troops organization.
That long-standing relationship led to an unforgettable experience when we got to visit the World War II Museum in New Orleans with a handful of veterans.
For years, Great Hearts Anthem students have been writing letters to our troops through the Youth for Troops organization right here in Anthem. Troops was contacted by the Gary Sinise Foundation, and they said, we're looking for a school that has patriotic kids, that could go on this amazing trip, and Youth for Troops nominated us. They said, would you be interested in sending 20 kids to the World War II Museum in New Orleans and hang out with 20 veterans? And I said, absolutely, this is a dream come true.
I absolutely loved it. It was by far one of the most incredible things that I've ever gotten to do. So I had Eugene Hester, and he was a storekeeper on the USS South Dakota, one of the most decorated battleships of the whole war. He was at all of them from Midway all the way up to Japan surrendering.
My veteran, his name was Arthur Wayne Jordan.
and he served in the Navy from 1941 to 1946. We walked into this large room that had a lot of the transport carriers that the troops would go on when they were being deployed onto these islands. And he was talking all about the different types of armaments that these transports had. It was such a special moment for him in the museum to be able to see all the equipment that he had been using 80 years ago. He felt incredibly honored to have the opportunity to finally visit the museum. He was very happy to share his experiences, and I'm very grateful for the fact that he was able to be so open with me about a lot of it. He just feels incredibly honored for something that he did so long ago.
My veteran, he was in the Royal Air Force as a rear gunner. His name is Ron Holdsworth, grew up in Yorkshire, England, and he was in the Royal Air Force. He was a rear gunner. He sat in the back of the plane and would shoot down the enemy. He told me a story. One Christmas Eve, his plane was shot down, or his plane was shot at, and there was a huge hole in the side of the plane and the oxygen tank exploded. So they were able to successfully complete the mission and make an emergency landing. And he showed me a picture of his crew in front of the plane with the huge hole. And it's just crazy to see that and think about that. And he did 32 missions, 26 over France and 6 over Germany.
This event will be my favorite forever. It really changed my perspective as an American. Like, I never wanted to take the torch. We saw a speech the night before from Jason, I forget his last name, but he was a veteran that fought in Afghanistan. He's like, we now pass the torch to your generation. What are you gonna do now with the opportunities that these veterans have fought for you to have? And personally, that resonates a lot with me because I wanna be a doctor, I wanna be a neurologist, and I know that I probably wouldn't have such an easy process and such an opportunity if it weren't for these men that I was able to see in the flesh, which is just such a blessing. So I've never felt more patriotic and ready to defend what's right and defend this country.
Right now, it's just, I asked them, I'm like, you guys are so brave. Like, to be able to go into enemy territory, not even knowing if you're gonna come back, for one reason. If it wasn't for these guys, like, who knows if we would be here. And also just seeing all the Guardians, most of them served. Also, just to see the torch being passed, just, it really affects my heart. Like, I've been on a lot of events, but this one just hits my heart.
As part of our classical curriculum, Great Hearts students study the arts, language, music, and PE as part of our well-rounded education. Here's a glimpse of what that looks like at Archway Veritas.
My name is Ashton Bates, and I'm the kindergarten, first grade, and second grade music teacher here at Archway Veritas. My main goal is to teach them how to keep the rhythm, how to keep the beat, getting that joy jump-started for them so they can just continue to love music.
I'm Liam Plunkey. I'm the 3rd through 5th grade music teacher here at Archway Veritas. I take what Miss Bates has taught in kindergarten through 2nd grade, and I kind of build off of that using more complex beats, theory, and songs.
I like to start every lesson with just listening to our composer of the month. I really encourage my students to focus on how it makes them feel. During that minute, they are just focusing on what's going on inside of them, what's happening in the music.
Our ethos here at Great Hearts, with the lack of pop culture, we offer such a rich, diverse palette of music the kids are able to benefit from a lot more.
I'm Maggie Metcalf. I teach K-2 art at Archway Veritas. This is a fine arts class. It's a studio art class, so we're using all kinds of art materials, oil pastel, paints, pencils, colored pencils, to exercise those fine motor skills, but also learn cutting, gluing, all the things that are necessary. Whether we're tracing lines like Picasso or cutting out shapes for our self-portrait, they get to connect with that and they get to be a part of that and appreciate that. It's really exciting to see.
I'm Christine Merriman. I teach art 3 through 5. So after getting the building blocks with Mrs. Metcalf's classes, we're diving deeper into different types of lines and shapes, values, the elements of art coming out in other ways. So we're doing painting and drawing and collage. When we're looking at a master work, I ask them, what do they notice and what stands out to them? And just finding the beauty in that helps them see the beauty in the world around them, opening their eyes to what's out there.
My name is Ann Colley. I teach kindergarten to 3rd grade at Archway Veritas. I love seeing the joy on all the faces of those little students from kindergarten to 3rd grade. It is amazing to see how their wonder in their eyes. What I like doing is exposing them to students of their own age so they can see the difference between a French school and an American school.
My name is Carla Gemotz, and I teach French 4th and 5th grade at Archway Veritas. We do a lot of interactive activities. We do TPR, which is a teaching method that includes body movement in second language acquisition. I want them to think of French and be excited about it. So I'm hoping that all that variety will inspire them to enjoy learning the language.
My name is Lauren Copes. I'm a teacher at Archway, K through 2 physical education teacher for the littles. And movement is such a joyful part of childhood. It is a central piece of who they are as kids. And I love watching them move, having them play in games and experience that joy that they get through movement.
My name is Peter Cachetta. I'm the 3rd through 5th grade PE teacher at Archway Veritas. At the elementary level, it's the foundation and building that foundation and watching them grow. Their child's gonna be safe physically as well as mentally, but they're gonna learn anatomy. They'll also learn strategies. We define it as either non-traditional activities or traditional activities. The traditional activities would be the sports, football, baseball, soccer. The non-traditional is probably more elementary appropriate. That's stuff like battleship, island hopping, where they use equipment to get across the gym without touching the ground.
For the K through 2 side, they're learning how to move safely in a group. They're learning those foundational skills, and I help prepare them for when they go to 3rd, 5th grade, where they're doing more strategic games and at a level that kinders, 1st grade and 2nd grade will understand.
And these specials wouldn't be possible without the generosity of the families who donate to community investment.
This annual campaign helps close the gap between the money our schools receive from the state and the cost it takes to run these programs. A special thank you to all the families who gave on Giving Tuesday.
We've been at Maryvale for 2 years now. Emma's been here since kindergarten and she's now in 2nd grade. We love that there is an emphasis in the classical arts, and we actually toured this school twice because we're the types of people, we're data driven, we live in Excel, and this consistently hit the mark. I love the community in the way that it encourages everyone to participate.
It is the first name basis, that the community's first name basis of who shows up and how we show up.
Emma comes home and we see her eager to tell us about her day. Colorful stories, her curiosity and her confidence, the way that she communicates and interacts with us is very mature, especially when we're around her friends or our family friends who don't go to Maryvale.
I really like my 2 teachers now in 2nd grade, and I was lucky to get them in 1st grade and 2nd grade. I love how they teach me. They're so nice to me, and they inspire me to be a teacher when I grow up.
I'm very proud of who she is today, and I attribute a lot of that to Maryvale and Great Hearts.
For me, giving is more than just giving. It's a giving of opportunity. It's the making it happen. It's not just something that you put on the table, but how much it becomes more than that. But that's when we need to show up. That's when our teachers need us. That's when our kids need us in school. And that's why it's important for me, even if it's so hard to squeeze that gift donation out, we make sure that this is the time that we absolutely have to be there, because it's even tougher on them. And we don't want them to know that it's tough. So that's why it's so important for me to be there for not just for the school, but for the kiddos.
We are the McCanny family, and we are so proud to support Maryvale Prep.
Our youngest scholars at Young Hearts Preschools in Scottsdale got to celebrate Pablo Picasso with a unique fashion show. Check it out!
and community were the name of the game at Great Hearts Roosevelt during their fall bash,
an event built to bring the school and surrounding community together.
Today we're celebrating the Fall Carnival here at Great Hearts Roosevelt. We're inviting about 256 families that are not Great Hearts enrolled, and the purpose of this event is to create awareness about our school here in the Buckeye area and to promote enrollment during open enrollment season, which is October 20th to December 31st. We have a DJ and a couple of performances by our students. We're also having a 5-station sports inflatable electrical bowl. We have a carousel inflatable as well, and then a strength test game where you kind of hit the thing and it goes up, and then a really fun train that's going to go around the football field. We have the mini fair truck, which is Maryville family owned, and then we have Mi Querido Jalisco taco food truck. They're Buckeye native, and then of course we have Mrs. Young running a slushy booth. Our school partners, we have Orbit Church that meets here every Sunday, and then additionally we have Young Hearts Athenaeum and our security company West Pros that keeps all of our schools safe. So a lot of really fun activities for our families.
Tonight we're out at our Fall Carnival where really we're just trying to build community with not only our families but new families. We're trying to get all the new families and moving into Buckeye and in our neighborhoods to come on our campus and say, hey, we want you to come visit, we want you to be a part of our family, we want you to belong to our school. All of our volunteers tonight are teachers here, so it's just an opportunity for them to get to talk to kids and families about what they teach, what they're doing, why they're here. Families are looking for a model of education, a mode of education that really challenges their kids intellectually and then also pushes them to be better people, and that's what we do. So I'm really excited about that.
We leave you now with a look at some of our teachers, faculty, and staff who previously served in the military.
Thank you for your honor and dedication. And thank you for tuning in to this month's Great Hearts, Great Stories. We'll see you in 2026. And don't forget, go Eagles!